This is a video about how you can do some automated response with Kibana and Endgame. Um, I'm just gonna show you guys a little bit about Endgame as well, as this is really new to me, and I think it is really cool and exciting. My lab environment has the Endgame console and also an Elastic cluster. I have two machines in here. One is a Linux machine. This is a CentOS 7 machine, and this one is a Windows machine. For the purpose of the demo today, I'm just gonna touch the Windows machine, which I'm gonna put Mimikatz on this machine and then execute Mimikatz, and we'll see how it triggers the alert, how the alert from Endgame kicks off some automated response from Kibana, and Kibana sends back the API request to Endgame console to actually perform the automated response, which is gonna be host isolation, which means it's gonna quarantine the host. No one can talk to it. No one can talk to the machine except for the Endgame console. And also, it's gonna do a bunch of data gathering, including firewall information, network, and process. All the processes that are running on the machines and all the network connection that are happening um, with the Windows machine. In this case, so that's Endgame, and I want to walk you guys through how that happens in the backend with Elastic as well. So in this case, I'm leveraging Watcher and also Kibana detection. In this case, I'm gonna create a SIM signal that will be able to that the watcher is gonna be able to um, use to tell what kind of automated response that it's gonna happen. Um, so let's look at the detection. It is the detection is Mimikatz automated response demo. Of course, this is for the demo purposes. The custom query is very targeted to that certain specific event that is going to happen. Um, I'm querying the AND game index pattern because of course, I know that is most of the alert is going to come from. And I know that is where my alert is gonna be. So a little bit of cheating there, but I guess that's okay for the demo. Um, Really, what we're gonna look at, what really important here is the logic here, of course, but also what is going to tell what kind of automated response is going to happen is the tags that I'm using here. So there are two tags in this case. They are automated response dash isolate, which and then automated response dash gather info. So when each one of the tag here is associated with a certain actions that is going to happen. So if a signal has the dash isolate tag, it will kick off an isolation request to isolate the host. And if the request or if the signal has the automated dash response dash gather dash info, it will kick off another. It's called an investigation in Endgame, which means it will kick off a bunch of data gathering process. In this case, is like I said before, is gathering network process and firewall information of the host. Um, then I want to show you the watcher as well. The watcher runs every minute to look for any new alert that comes in with the given text that I just showed. Um, so in here is look at the sim dash signals dash default index. This is the index where a sim signal in Kibana finds a match, which means the alert is triggered. It will generate an event in this index. I will show you guys after this. And then in here, in this index, it's looking at the sim.rule.text field, looking for any event with the automated dash response string within the field. It runs every single minute. It does a second query here to do some data enrichment, which I need to get the endgame sensor just for the API. But you can look here when there are two webhook actions. Um, One is, and the condition for each webhook action based on the tag that are in the event. So this action here is called automated release host. Um, it's sort of misleading. It's supposed to be isolating or isolate host. It looks for if any alert that comes in with the automated dash respond dash isolate alert tag. If it doesn't have it, then we'll just skip this action. If the signal.rule.text field contains this string, it will kick off this alert to isolate the host, which means no one can talk to it except for the endgame console only. And same here. This same concept here, automated gathering info, is just hitting a different endpoint, API endpoint here in this case. So I guess enough for the background. We can go right into the demo. Let's look at the host here just to make sure that they are all healthy and ready for the demo. Okay, so they are both active, so that's good. Let's see. I'm gonna get out of this and let's see if we can access my Windows machines. Okay, I'm in my Windows machine. It was running Mimikatz. I'm just gonna stop it. I'm gonna run it again. I'm gonna start Mimikatz here, and then just gonna start logging just so we might see more alerts. All right. See how long it takes. Okay, so there you go. It comes almost right away. We see there are two alerts that was triggered at 2:23 UTC, which is around 9:23 Central Time. Yeah, and it looks like it detected the events that I started Mimikatz from that machine. So Endgame is gonna take some time. It's gonna it does not stream data to Elastic constantly. It will send data and then takes a little break and then send data again. I think there's about 5 minutes between different batches. So let's see. We'll come back when the alert gets to Elastic, which is a couple minutes from now. But you can see that both machines here, pay attention to this, both machines are active. And then this one is released and I can access it from here. Once the alert hit Kibana or Elastic, it's going to happen really fast that it's going to trigger a SIM signal detection match. And then the watcher is going to query very fast within a minute. It's going to kick off the API request to the endgame console, and it will execute the action almost instantly. It will isolate the host. You will see this change from release to isolated, and also you will see the connection, the RDP connection that I have here is gonna be disconnected. So let's go back in here. Okay, and then let's move it to 15 minutes. Let's see when it's gonna happen again. So it's 9:26 right now. The event, the alert was fired at 9:23. So we'll give it a little bit of time and then we'll come back and check it. Okay, so looks like the events made it to Elastic after a couple of minutes here. And yeah, and it put the event back into when it actually happened. Let's look at the detection tab. Look at the security. Let's check if the event was detected. Okay. It's not yet. So it runs every minute. So let's see. Since it's run every minute, the event just made it here. It should come. Okay, so it showed after about 30 seconds there. Okay, so we see that. Let's see if the how long it takes for the watcher to execute. It should not. It should take less than a minute. So when the event from when the event makes it to Elastic to when the automated response actually happens, it is within a minute. So let's look at the endpoint here. We'll see this change to isolate very soon here. Okay. Within a minute, it should happen. There we go. Say isolated. You will see. There we go. So that happened within, I would say, a little bit over a minute since the event makes it to Elastic. And then it isolates the event and it also kicks off an investigation. And you see it's just started at 2:33, which is just now, and it's completed. And when you go in here, you can look at all the things that was just gathered in terms of process, network, and firewall rules. You can click on the drop down. You can click on network, firewall, rules. Um, and then you can just see all the info in here while the machine is isolated. So you want to make sure nobody can talk to it except for you as the Endgame admin, and you can take your time to investigate through the issue or the incident. So I guess that the demo. So hope that it gave you some good information. Thank you.